Yeah. No matter the highs or lows, the universe sends us love notes. Every line we choose to write turns a dark into healing light.
So, an old story said I had to overgive or give to deserve help. Or I had to perform, I had to fix, I had to earn love, right? And I can honestly say that this month, we're in October 2025, this month told that story to have several seats by force, right? So I'm about to read you my love notes from this month. And it's the kind that doesn't come in envelopes or stationery or anything like that, right? These love notes this month showed up as actions, as support, as proof that I'm not alone. Even when my brain, my nervous system, everything swears that I am. Now, I learned early how this gets rigged. I watched my mom work, solo parent, try to heal from heartbreak, and date men who treated her like an option, right? And I was old enough to see that she deserved better. My mom was sweet, giving, nurturing, like she just always has your back. And that became my template for dating and for what women were expected to tolerate or how women were expected to show up. And then I lived it. I think I absorbed the rule. If someone gives you money, buys food, or just shows you the slightest bit of attention, you owe them. If anybody, in this case men, showed up for you in any way, you owe them. You owe them intimacy, you owe them time, emotional support. You know, it's kind of like debt disguised as help. And I got really good at protecting my mom, my sisters, my homegirls, but I didn't always know how to protect me, right? So I'm 43. I moved to Georgia last year thinking I'd be free to be single and do whatever I wanted to do, take care of my kids, you know. And, you know, I thought that moving was the solution, or moving was exactly what was needed to just be able to breathe, right? But life said, nah, we're going to put you in this bubble and have you face your stuff. So I did. Been in it. And the one lesson that came out of it was that I'm very good at giving, over giving, even when people don't ask or deserve. But receiving, no, I'm good. Right? And I had to learn how to receive. So here's what actually happened this November so far. This October so far. Someone help cover my rent. No strings. Just, hey, I'm in a position to help you. I got you. Someone recently handed me keys to an extra car so I could get around because my car is just done. Just because, he wants to help. Someone else has been a consistent safe space, to so much so that on my lowest of days, I reached out and asked if, I asked for support. I called, they answered, no judgment, and helped me through it. Helped me through several times, right? Just reminded me to breathe. There were people who checked in. These are all men, by the way, who checked in to say, hey, you good? Sometimes those calls came at the right time because it shifted me out of my usual morning spirals or my daytime spirals, because things have gotten pretty, like, my nervous system has just been wonky since the job ended. And this is, I can't say it's the first time I've been in this position, but everything I tried to do, I hit a roadblock where I had no choice but to sit down somewhere. Even being able to reach out for help with Journey, having someone other than me just talk to her and show up for her in the way she needed. And then people who took the time out to press play, listen to some music I've been working on. Some sent music just because, and gave me honest feedback, or that kind of helped me help create the vision for an album I'm going to put out probably tonight or sometime this week. And it's just for the guys, the fellas. And that alone wasn't transactional. It was just creative care, right? Because that was really important to me. I trusted someone with my songs, my words, my vision, right? But nobody bartered for my body, my time, my boundaries, and nobody dangled it in front of me like a leash, or said, hey, don't forget I did this, so you owe me blah, blah, blah. It was clean. It was genuine, and it was love without an invoice. So if you heard all of that and your old story whispers to you, that doesn't happen for me. Same. I didn't think it would happen for me either. And even when it did happen, I had to fight myself and the thoughts that were coming up. Right? And that's just been since October. I'm not saying that things didn't happen prior to October, but October has been showing off. So here's the shift. I had to start paying attention and noticing these things, these moments, these I'll just call them receipts, right? When help came, I didn't argue with it. I didn't over explain why I didn't deserve it. I didn't offer a trade. I had to literally practice receiving like a skill this month. Whew. Right? And even in those moments, I could feel my jaw clench up. So I had to learn how to unclench it, how to drop my shoulders and breathe in, breathe out, inhale, exhale. I had to teach myself how to breathe, or teach my body what support feels like, so my mind can stop questioning it and calling it suspicious or shady, or what's the catch, or you only doing this because you want something from me, right? So no, thank you. I'll figure it out. I got it, right? And now I'm learning how to be more discerning about who gets access to me, because attention isn't a ticket to my peace, and help isn't a contract on my body or my time, right? So here's the rule. Clean help doesn't collect interest. Practice doing this. When support shows up, I say thank you and stop. No discounting, no self-drag, no payback performance, you know. And I've actually started to keep a receipts note in my phone. Every supportive act gets logged. Money, rides, calls, check-ins, creative feedback, because evidence beats memory, right? And letting new people know, hey, I appreciate the care, right? But I'm not available for anything beyond this, right? And I have to tell myself, you don't owe anybody your body. You don't owe anybody your time. You could just say thank you, especially if someone's offering to help. Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm pretty sure I could talk about this way more, because still processing some parts of it. But and this isn't to say that I don't have some amazing women in my life that show up for me consistently. This particular love note is for the men who showed up before October and showed out in October and helped me prove my old story wrong. Thank you for the clean help, for not turning care into a tab, for listening without trying to own me. You know, like Martin, I don't know if y'all watch Martin, but that Martin episode where Martin was mad at Gina for borrowing money from, I think, either Cole or Tommy. That, y'all ain't do that, right? I don't know why that came up, but thank you for taking the time to talk to my child with patience and respect and helping her do better, right? For pressing play on my songs, sending me music that you knew I would like and would speak to me, and for giving me real, genuine perspective and notes while I shape my album. I'm gonna call it his, and while I shaped it, right? Because it is dedicated to men, right? Like, I appreciate you. Thank you for the protection and not possession. I received it, right? So his more than likely will be linked to this video. If I can get it, if I can get it out tonight. But his is coming soon. It's just for the fellas, like I said, for the men who showed up, right? And for the men who are trying their best to be better men, right? And before I go, I have a little assignment for you. I want you to take the time, take 30 minutes and write your own October love notes tonight, right? Who showed up, or how did support arrive? What old story does it disprove? And read it out loud and teach your body what it feels like when love doesn't demand sacrifice, right? So, in summary, my October love notes. My rent was covered, keys were loaned, phone calls answered, check-ins sent, a conversation for my baby girl, and creative support. People who pressed play, sent songs, and gave me feedback on the album just for him. And none of it was bought, all of it real, right? And if you've already had an idea of one of your October love notes, please drop it in the comments. And save this for the days your old story gets loud, right? So the description has links to my site and social. Plus, I think that's all I'm gonna put in the description. This wasn't the easiest video to do, but you know, none of my love notes ones are. That's the whole point, is to spread love and appreciation. So I'm proud of me. I'm rooting for you. And I will see you in the next love notes. I love you all.